O.J. Simpson has died. The family saying he succumbed to his battle with cancer yesterday. The star athlete and celebrity turned infamous murder suspect died a free man at the age of 76.
Simpson first made a name on the football field. He won the Heisman Trophy in 1968 at USC and went on to a Hall of Fame pro career with the Buffalo Bills.
I'll never let you guys down, man. I'll live up to the honor of being in this hall and being on your team.
That legacy changed in June of 1994 when Simpson's ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman, were both found brutally murdered. Simpson quickly became a suspect. He was arrested after the now infamous white Bronco slow-speed chase, which was carried live on television stations across the country. Charged with both murders, Simpson's 9-month murder trial was broadcast to millions.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
2 years later, Simpson was found liable for their deaths in civil court. His assets were seized and he was ordered to pay $33.5 million in restitution to both families.
He never paid a dollar. Virtually bankrupt, Simpson's life became a decade-long encounter with the paparazzi. In 2007, Simpson was arrested in an armed robbery of sports memorabilia in Las Vegas. He was sentenced to 33 years in prison, but was released on parole after 9 years. His prostate cancer diagnosis was announced just a few months ago.
We want to bring in Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski. Tony, you reported from outside of the Los Angeles County Courthouse during the O.J. trial.
And we've seen that scene before in documentaries and TV shows. What was it like being there, working that in person?
Well, amazing. I mean, we're almost 30 years ago, and by the way, the picture you're looking at right now, that is a mustache, but it was the trial of the century. Everybody was focused on it. You saw, and we remember that white Bronco chase that started it, and then 9 months of live TV where everybody became a legal expert watching every twist and turn. It was reality TV in real life. And then that verdict, the day that verdict was read, and I think that's something that everyone that was watching that day will never forget. When it was announced, the jury finds Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crimes of murder. That was a moment that nobody forgets, and we get as journalists to witness history, and I have to tell you, the ability to be there that day on the streets and watch it unfold, it was unreal and it was surreal all at once.
It was unusual. The world stopped for that trial and the verdict. Tony, I grew up in Los Angeles, and while there weren't any riots, there was definitely a lot of fear that could happen.
And as we got closer and closer to the verdict, so many eyes on the outcome, there must have been a lot of tension there.
There was tension. The entire 6, 7, 12 block area around the criminal courts building was locked down. You needed access to get in. There were law enforcement on horses and everywhere. Nobody knowing where that verdict was going to go. They were prepared for everything. I remember when the verdict was read, I was on the podium up above the criminal courts building, and a bystander yelled out, "Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus." The tension was there. You could cut it with a knife, and then all of a sudden everybody's standing and trying to see, okay, now where do we go from here? Because although I think a lot of people expected the verdict, a lot of people weren't sure which way the verdict was going to go. And it was a case not just about O.J. Simpson, but this was a social justice case. This was the people of Los Angeles sending a message to the LA Police Department, and the ramifications were massive. Very intriguing assignment.
Absolutely. Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski in for us tonight. Tony, thank you.
We'll be right back.